Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
Yo, what's going on? I am Scoots Bronson.
And I am S. Foster.
That's right, and you tuned in to another episode of the Viewers Anonymous podcast, where we give you our very own reviews and takes of movie and TV straight out of Hollywood. What's going on with you, my guy?
Whew, can't call it, man. You know what I'm saying? Just out here trying to survive out here in this world. You know what I mean? It's a wild place. Let me tell you, man. It's a wild place, man. But you know, just been getting some shit done, man. You know, just wanted to start out the pod by saying, you know, rest in peace to old friend Bo. You know what I'm saying? He's you know, my nephew's father. You know, he passed away. Well, you know, life was taken short, I would say. But had his funeral to go to yesterday. So, you know, rest in peace to him. Prayers out to the family and also my nephew, man. He took it pretty hard. So but yeah, man, just trying to live, man, and figure shit out, man. But how you feeling? Everything good with you?
Well, first and foremost, condolences, you know what I'm saying, to you and the family, man. And most definitely rest in peace, Bo. But yeah, man, I'm doing pretty good. I don't really got no complaints, man. You know what I'm saying? Living life, trying to take it one day at a time. Had a great day today, actually. Got to end work early. You know what I'm saying? I was up to about like $60, and then like I got a delivery for like 53. You know what I'm saying? It was all dog food. Dropped every one of them off. Boom, into work early. I was like, I'm good. Man, I'm
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know it's the second episode of the week, and you know what that means. If you don't know what that means, because you know what I'm saying, this is the first time listening to the podcast, that means that we are about to get into one of our favorite segments, where we give you, you know what I'm saying, little tidbits of what we're watching outside of the episodes, and we call it What We Watching. Let's go.
Let's do it. What we watching?
What we watching?
All right, man, what you got?
Whew. But I don't even know where to start, boy.
Okay.
I don't even know where to start. But I'm gonna go ahead and start with the you know what I'm saying, highly anticipated films. And I went to the movies this past weekend and I seen Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
All right. Now, obviously, with it being as fresh as it is, I'm not gonna, you know, give anything away. But I will say that first of all, star-studded. Like, there are so many noticeable people in this fucking shit, dude. I'm talking about, it got to the point where it's just like, yo, I'm seeing some shit. People I didn't even, because you know what I'm saying, I didn't look at no IMDb. It was no shit like that. Like, I just went in there. I seen the trailer, but the thing is, with the trailer, they didn't really show like a lot of the guest appearances that's gonna be in there, man. Man, I tell you, but when you see Florence Pugh pop up on that screen, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Christopher Nolan pulled something that he normally don't pull, and I ain't mad at it. So that's a little gem for you there. But I will say that this movie is definitely a grown person dialogue movie. Like, I think that if you're looking, like, these were the type of films where it's just like, yo, no bathroom breaks, my guy. It's a long ass movie, but if you take a bathroom break, you going something important happened and you missed it. Like, all of the diet, like almost, like there is it is 3 hours. Excuse me, it is 3 hours. So, but there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of dialogue, and like I say, it's a grown folk type of movie. And I said it because, like, even though they was testing, you know, the bombs and stuff and all that type shit, other than that, like, there's no explosions. There's a lot of different storylines, and then also they did this whole thing of where some of it's in color, some of it's in black and white.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And from my interpretation, the color is, I'm thinking the stuff that Oppenheimer actually did or saw or whatever, but the shit that he wasn't present at, or what, you know what I'm saying, not too privy to, it was
Mhm.
black and white.
Okay.
So that was pretty dope on how they did that. And then there was these certain scenes where, like, when the dude is like thinking, it's showing like this like, I can't even really explain it, dude. Like, it's a really, really, really good film. The thing is, Christopher Nolan do have a tendency to confuse you a little bit,
Yeah.
but depending on what type of cinema person you are, you're going to enjoy this. But I
Okay.
think that if you are a person that go into movies and you don't really care too much about plot and story building and all that type shit, you're gonna hate it. I'm
Right.
gonna be honest with you, you're gonna hate it. But if you in this shit and you like to see interesting stories, especially when the shit is real, shit that really
Mhm.
happened,
Right.
you're gonna fuck with it. And I found out, I didn't know Oppenheimer was a fucking pimp out here in these streets back in the
Oh
day.
yeah, I heard.
I ain't
Yeah.
even know. Yeah, but I'm like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? I need to be more like my guy. But
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a really, really good film. Um I I see myself watching it again because there's no way you could pick up on everything with one time around.
Yeah. Not with a Christopher Nolan family,
Yeah,
especially.
like like if we would have done some shit where it's like, yo, we're gonna go watch this movie, we're gonna do a pod, I'm like, yo, I can't do it off one watch.
Right.
This is the one movie where I would be like, no, we can't do this off of one watch. This is something that we're gonna have to watch multiple times before we can actually do a pod on it to at least do some of its justice. So
Right.
Oppenheimer, I went and seen that on this past Sunday. So the other thing I watched, I told you I had a doc for you.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I had a doc for you. New Apple TV Plus original documentary, underrated on Steph Curry. Listen to me,
Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah, that's on my list.
man. Yo, this is. I told my son. I said, look, if anybody need to watch this, you need to watch this shit
Mm-hmm.
because for number one, he's a Steph Curry fan. Like,
Mm.
as a matter of fact, like those were the shoes that he ended up picking. Like his school shoes is Curry's. You know what I'm saying? But like, I did not know. Like, I knew Steph Curry was always small. He was always considered small. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I knew somewhat of his story as fact, that he had to go to Davidson because nobody really wanted him and all that type of shit. I knew all that shit. But what I didn't know was,
Brother and shit. Yeah.
yeah. But what I didn't know was when he first started playing ball, he kind of had like a roundup. Like he would bring the ball up from low and then come all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
And so his dad, obviously NBA player, great shooter, Dale Curry,
Mm-hmm.
was trying to tell him, if you want to take this serious, he was like 11, 12. You want to take this serious, you're going to have to bring your shot up. Like you're bringing it all the way up from your hip. It's like, with your height, you ain't going to be able to get your shot off. He was like, you can get it off now because you're playing against kids who some of them ain't going to amount to be, great players. But he's
Right.
like, but if you really want to take it to the next level, you need to start bringing your shot higher.
Mm-hmm.
So Steph Curry's in the backyard. Can't make a bucket. I'm talking about he can't even hit the rim.
Yeah.
And so his mom, I talked to his mom, and she was like, I've never seen him so frustrated. He was about to give up. And she
Right.
said, she told him, like, if this is what you really want to do, keep working at it. But if you think it's too hard, blase, blase, and you don't think you can do it, then just quit. So obviously he kept working at it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just so crazy that someone who, I mean, that's about the age you need to do it anyway. Like, if you need to fix your mechanics around 11, 12, 13 years old is where you really need to do it anyway.
Yeah.
But, like, it was just so crazy of, like, how he's busting down all these shots as a little dude, and they're telling him, you got to change the way you shoot if you want to move forward with this. He can't make a bucket. And then all of a sudden, it clicks. And I didn't know, like, they talked about his first game at Davidson. It was a scrimmage against Eastern Michigan. They got footage of the shit and everything. My guy, Curry had 13 turnovers in the first half. like the coach is like, yo, bro, we about to have a long season, boy. Right. And it was just to see where he came from and to be where he is now. And like they show some of his training sessions. It is insane. Like it is insane how effortlessly he shoots the ball when that fucking shit just drops. Like it is crazy. And then to know how, and I think he waited for this. Because Davidson obviously is small school.
Right.
So as great as he is, 4 championship, all the type shit, don't matter. You don't graduate, you don't go in the Raptors. So Curry went, got his degree done, all the type shit, and it showed his graduation. It showed his number and his name goes up in the Raptors and all that type shit. So that was a cool thing to see. And his mom was always, huh?
That was just recently though that he graduated.
Yeah, last year. Yeah.
That's what's
so
up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So some schools just look at it like, look, you dominated here, you dominated in the NBA, we're gonna put you up there. They're like, nah, like you got to be a graduate here. You know what I'm saying? So he got it, and I didn't know that his dream school was Virginia Tech. That's where his dad went. That's where his mom went.
Okay.
She was a volleyball player there.
Oh, fine.
Steph, and not Steph, but Dale was a basketball player there. Yeah. So that's what the school he wanted to go to, but they didn't recruit him. But it was a good documentary, man, and to know Steph came from where he came from, because we just see him on the court, and if you follow him and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But to see where he came from, to be not even on the map. Like, I don't even think Steph Curry was a star player. Like you know how you 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star. I don't even think he had a star.
He was only getting recognition because they went to the tournament that year and they was just talking about how he was Dale Curry's son.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even in high school, like nobody really, even they talked to Coach K, and he was like, yeah, like he wanted to go, like he was like, I was like, yeah, you passed on him. He was like, yeah. He said when I met him, he was 5'6". It was like, man, he ain't gonna be able to make it at Duke at 5'6".
Yeah, at the time his brother was a better option though, and he fit the scheme better too. Because Steph Curry was a dog at Duke.
But you gotta understand, Steph Curry went to a junior college before he got to Duke too.
He did. Yep.
He didn't go straight to Duke.
Yeah.
So really, both of the Curry brothers was a little slept on. You know what I mean, in the beginning. But no, it turned out to be a really good documentary, man. Seeing a lot of behind the scenes shit that was pretty cool, and to see that, he went through his struggles, but it's also that thing of like being a little guy. Like, I will say this and then I'm done. The one thing, Steph Curry is one of those double-edged swords, because he elevated the game, but he destroyed the game at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? He elevated the game to the fact to say, like, little guards, yeah, y'all can make it to the league and blah, 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 all that type of shit. But at the same time, kids ain't even looking at the mid-range shot no more. These motherfuckers going straight to the 3-point line.
They're not even trying anymore.
Yeah, like everything is about knocking down the three.
Yeah.
Like you said, they're not dunking anymore. Like, all they working on is handles and pulling up.
Yep.
That's it. I will tell you one person who got me though, who really fucked up my shot, and I was like, yo. But I was mature enough to be like, all right, son, you ain't got it like that. Mm-hmm. So one thing Iverson used to do, like Iverson used to shoot, but he used to throw his arms back like real quick. Yep. I used to try to do that shit.
Release.
I couldn't make a bucket. But I was like, look.
I remember Iverson fucked the league up too.
He did.
He He thought every nigga that was under 6 foot thought that they could go to the rack and be an acrobat. He had
No,
me he had me doing all kinds of stupid shit under the rim, man.
I'm telling you, and it was just like, nah, Sean, this ain't working out for you, man. Stop throwing your arms down, man. You just can't do it like he does. But no, he's actually elevated the game, man. When you look at guys like Trae Young, even though him and Dame are really the same age, they really came up around the same time. But like a lot of these dudes, man, that's pulling up the way they're pulling up. A lot of these dudes can make the shot, but he does take. To him, they're not bad shots, but in all actuality, they're bad shots.
For the normal player, they're horrible shots.
Yes, but
for sure.
he just knocks them down. But shout out to Sabrina though, because she broke the record, but in the 3-point contest on the other weekend. Man, you want to talk about hot, my guy? But she went off.
You think you think the little young girl from Iowa gonna be able to give her a fit when she get to the league?
Man, listen. Is Sabrina healthy? That's been her problem.
Hey, that's gonna.
But if Sabrina healthy,
that's gonna be a matchup.
Sabrina gonna bust her ass, man. You hear me? I'm sorry. I like Caitlin Clark. I like Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin got some. She got a jumper.
I'm a little biased though. I like Sabrina.
I really hear you. Listen, all I'm saying is, because this her senior year, right?
Yes, I think so. I think this is Caitlin's senior year.
If she stay healthy, hey, she get to the league, WNBA ratings got to go up. To see
they're gonna go up because Angel is a senior too.
Yeah, I mean that's cool and all, but she ain't got the. I mean, don't get me wrong, Angel Reese is cool, but when you get that matchup between Caitlin and Sabrina, oh my gosh, you talking about a shootout. That's like watching Dame and Steph go at it.
But you got to understand also, Breanna Stewart's on the Liberty too.
I know.
So I mean, the ratings are going to be up regardless because I mean, you got two all-star players right there. Yeah,
lights out shooters. That's what I'm saying. And then you add Caitlin in that. Oh my gosh, you got to go 1 versus 2. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I am not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you.
That's gonna be like some Blazers Warriors vibes, bro. I can feel it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to tune into the WNBA next year for sure.
Hey, while you playing, you know what I'm saying? Kelsey got something for it too.
Oh nah, for sure. I ain't worried about that though. I ain't. Please.
All right. All I know is Caitlin Clark.
As long as DT on the court, I don't care who playing. DT get on the court, it's over with everybody.
Yeah. She's still a dog. And
she's a monster. I'll buy her jersey. Her and well, she got cut. Bria Beal from South Carolina. I was gonna buy her jersey for sure. That motherfucker fine. DT get on that court, DT don't be playing, bro.
Man, listen, you already know, man. She's my all-time favorite player. Like she is the GOAT for me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But yeah. But I just wanted to bring up Sabrina because she broke Steph Curry. She broke like the record. Because like it doesn't matter women or dudes, 3-point. Either you can knock them bitches down or you can't. And she broke Steph Curry record. So shout out to Sabrina. I ain't saying her last name because I can't say that shit.
I don't even know her last name.
It's like I ain't even gonna try. I was about to try it, but it's
like INS school or something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah,
that might be it. I can't pronounce this shit.
I just took a second. So, man, for me, I only got one this week, man. If you guys have Netflix and you enjoy a good comedy, mystery, and all these other, conspiracy thrillers, listen, go watch They Clone Tyrone. John Boyega, Jamie Foxx, and I apologize for forgetting her name, but she plays Photon in the upcoming Marvels movie, and she was in Scarlet Witch and Vision. What's that shit called? WandaVision. She was in WandaVision as well. She played what's her name's daughter. But man, let me tell you something. That shit is a fucking amazing movie, bro. Well produced, well shot. they all did a fucking marvelous job at their roles. Jamie Foxx is as funny as ever. This nigga is playing the pimp, so it's already funny just because of that. And then it's like it's weird because you don't know what time they in. So it's like some old shit going on. Like they got CDs and shit, but they talking about COVID and all this other shit and Bitcoin and all that. It's weird, bro. Like it's super fucking weird. But it give you like undercover brother vibes, but just like a modern take on it, and it's way well, not as funny. I mean, not funnier, but it's just as funny. I will say that. But when I tell you, bro, if you get on Netflix and watch this shit, you gotta watch it more than once. I will say that because there's some shit you're gonna miss just off of laughing. But it
Mhm.
is a great movie. They did their fucking thing with this, bro. It was the top movie on Netflix for a minute. I don't know if it still is, but it's definitely worth a watch or two. If you guys get a chance, kick back, pop you some popcorn, kick your feet up, and definitely watch this, man. It's called They Clone Tyrone. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original movie. It's everything that it's supposed to be. It is. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice spin on black exploitation too, which got me off rip because y'all already know I fuck with black exploitation. But man, it was just a dope movie, man. It was good to see them doing their thing.
That's what's up, man. I definitely got it on my list. I'm
Yeah,
probably gonna end up watching it this weekend.
bro, you are going
Like I
to
just said, I just had a, you know what I'm saying, a pretty busy week this week,
yeah,
you know, leading up to the funeral and all that type shit.
right.
But yeah, man, I definitely got it on the list.
This is gonna definitely make you feel better, I guarantee it.
Cool, that's what's up, man. It looks
Yeah.
the previews look funny.
Hey, bro,
Like
hilarious.
it really does. It really
It's
does.
I gotta say this though. It's this one scene, bro, where they find out about like kind of what's going on, and it's this white dude with an afro and like a goatee with a mustache. Funniest shit you ever seen in your life, bro. That shit is fucking hilarious. You just gotta watch it, bro. Like that scene had me fucking crying. That's my favorite, one of my favorite scenes in the movie. But that shit is fucking hilarious, man. All right,
Damn.
so you ready?
Yes, sir.
Man, let's get into the feature presentation, man. Let's do this.
I don't give a fuck what I said, nigga. I don't get out of bed for 2:30. Don't come through this motherfucker so early next time. See what you got. This motherfucker here. Black Nissan Maxima.
Yeah,
1990.
it's got to look exactly the same, okay?
Yeah.
They don't-
Cool. Yo, Wax. Yo, nigga. Let me get some links with them grits, man. Hurry up. I'm hungry than a motherfucker out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, if you don't know what that is, that's the great Clifton Powell, in his role as what everybody likes to call punk ass Chauncey.
Yes,
Yeah,
fuck
man,
ass Chauncey.
yeah, man, and Menace to Society. Today we are doing an appreciation episode on one of the greatest actors alive, man, one of the most talented guys alive, um, and still doing this thing to this day, man. Clifton Powell. Born March 16th, 1956 in Washington, D.C. Um, he went to of course, you know what I'm saying, a cultural art high school, ended up graduating, started in, I believe, in the 80s, late 80s, acting, appeared in over more than 200 films, TV, and video games. He has two kids with his wife Kimberly, and then he received an NAACP Image Award for Best Supporting Actor from the movie Ray. Um, Amongst other things that this guy has done, first and foremost, I gotta say his best work, hands down. If you've never known his name, everybody knows him as Pinky from Friday. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Definitely one of his most standout roles. Also from not just Menace to Society, but Dead Presidents as well. He played Cuddy. He played a hell of a lot of roles, but those are just some of the standouts. What do you got on Clifton Powell, bro?
Well, honestly, man, what I've noticed about him, he's a very private dude.
Hmm.
There's really not a lot of information about him. He don't really do a lot of interviews. But I mean, really, all I know about him is that he attended HD Woodson Senior High School, and he transferred and he graduated from Duke Ellington School of Arts, and so there's not a lot of personal information about him. But for him to be one of those people who just find his way into all of these films, films that ring through, especially early. Like a lot of see the thing about Clifton Powell is he's been in so many classics to where as of late the stuff and the movies that he has done as of late they're not hitting the pinnacle of the ones that he's done early, but the ones that he done early, and like I said in the coming soon, he don't steal the movie, but he always makes an impact in the movie. You know, the clip that you just played, like that part, it's a monumental part of that
Right.
movie because the movie it's about Kane, it's about O Dog, you know what I'm saying? It's about they little crew or whatever, but it's just like that. It stood off the screen, you know what I'm saying? When he was at, you know what I'm saying, at the party, and he kept coming up on damn, what was her name in there? Oh, what was Jada
Oh, you
Pinkett name
talking
in
about
there?
Jada Pinkett?
Yeah, like he kept coming on to her, and Kane had, you know what I'm saying, beat him with a gun, and then you see the next time you see punk ass Chauncey, you know what I'm saying, he there with his friend, and his friend like, hey, he said, man, you see this tape? I mean, you see this fight? He's like, man, this dude whooping his ass like Kane whooped your ass. And he's like, yeah, nigga, but you just wait. The police get their hand on this tape.
Her name was Ronnie.
Ronnie, yeah, Ronnie. He kept coming on to Ronnie, which he was wrong for that. He knew he was wrong for that because he knew Kane. He knew her and Kane had a thing going on, but he was drunk because really every time he saw this, pretty much almost everybody you saw in that movie had a 40. That's the one thing that aged terribly from movies from the 90s. This dude's walking around with 40s, like like walking around with Colt 45s. It was just
Mhm.
like that was a thing, but him playing Chauncey, man, and being the person that he is, like to take that. I said, let me ask you this:
Mhm.
you at a party, had a little bit too much to drink. You know what I'm saying? And you coming on to a dude that you rock with in the hood, and you know what I'm saying, he pistol whipped you because you were coming on to his girl.
Right.
Is the first thing that's gonna come to your mind is turning in this robbery tape that old dog been showing you? Like, is that your way of paying him back?
Oh, absolutely not. First and foremost, I'm not getting pistol whipped. Second, this so hypothetically happened to, I'm killing that. Is I'm a pistol whip him back, and I'm gonna kill him. It's the streets. I'm not ratting though.
Yeah, that's why he's punk ass Chauncey. Like
For sure.
you don't rat on dudes in the hood that you fuck with, like just
This nigga
because.
used to be the OG because he was older than everybody.
Yeah, he was older than all these dudes.
Yeah.
Like I think him and probably like MC8 was like around like the same age. But everybody else was young. Everybody else was like high school age.
Yeah, or just getting out of high school.
Yeah. So you supposed to be the OG. You supposed to be the one setting the example, but you go straight to them trying to turn the dude in. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, but I
He
just
tried,
think that
he tried to act tough with the motherfucking the cop dude, the federal dude. Talking about you don't come around this motherfucker till shut up, nigga. You can't talk to nobody.
man, you just gonna pick up that fucking maximum, and then you sent them to go get the maximum. You know what I'm saying? Like
Dirtbag,
punk ass,
man.
man, punk ass
He
Chauncey,
was a
man.
dirtbag movie, man.
But
But let's get into one of my favorite roles, man. Um, when he was Cuddy.
oh man,
You know what I'm saying? I thought that he played that role fantastically. You know what I'm saying? Especially playing what was that, the 70s, late 70s, early 80s.
that had to be because the Vietnam War ended in the 70s, so
Or it might
mid
have been late
70s, early 80s.
mid
Yeah,
70s, Yeah, so you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Him playing that role, bro, like just being the because it was never confirmed that this nigga was a pimp. We kind of just assumed that this nigga was a pimp, but he was definitely a drug dealer for sure because that nigga was wearing minks and fedoras. So we knew, and he had the long cocaine nails, so we know for sure this nigga was dealing drugs. Um,
You
but
stupid.
I mean, he really did a fucking job in that role, man. Like for him to play this older character, um, and really like embody, you know what I'm saying, the time of that character. Cause I think that's a hard thing to do, especially when you playing in timepieces, to actually, you know what I'm saying, like fit in that time period. And then, you know what I'm saying, to make it believable. Like he made the Cuddy character believable. Like I don't care how old you are. It's an old nigga that you know that possibly could have been Cuddy in that time. Everybody knows a nigga like that. And he really made that a believable character. Like I might know a few niggas like that that ride around in Cadillacs still to this day and think that the 70s is still here. I'm trying to tell you, man. Matter of fact, I got a cousin that his most prized car is a Cadillac, and he keeps it in his garage with the covering. I don't know why he put a cover over it, but he puts the cover over the car and puts it in the garage. And I don't understand none of that. So I'm like, if it's in the garage, why does it need a cover? But whatever. But yeah, like, and he only pull it out like maybe 3 or 4 times a year. He don't drive it no
Yeah.
other time.
Yo, boy, you stupid, but
I'm saying,
but you said,
drive that motherfucking car, bro.
but you said, yo, they still think it's the 70s.
You think I'm playing, bro?
Yo,
He still drink 40s and tall
yo.
cans. He drink tall cans with a brown bag on it still, all that shit. That's what I'm saying. He's stuck in that.
He's still with the brown paper bag.
Yes, bro. Like this nigga
Yo,
be drinking. You don't know what he drinking because the brown bag over it.
yo, that's funny. That
Yeah,
is
man.
hilarious. But no, like Cuddy, even the way they introduced us to Cuddy. Well, we first heard Cuddy's name when when Lorenz Tate first got back, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He's at the why is everybody's name slipping my mind? Kirby. He's at Kirby's spot, shooting
Yeah.
pool. Terrence Howard come. They make the fucking little bet. You know what I'm saying? My dude busts his ass. He don't want to pay him his money, so they get into a little fight. But he was just talking about how he worked for Cuddy and all this type shit. And so then he finally get with Juanita. They pull up at Juanita's spot, and then my man just pull up with the goddamn lollipop in his mouth and shit. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Yeah, and then yo, Dirty Mackin. All right.
Oh,
This is the ultimate Dirty Mac when he's like, yo, I came by earlier and you wasn't here. And then she was like, yeah, I had such and such. Oh yeah, you do that on Thursdays. Like, yo, why you know why I need a schedule, my guy? Like, why you pulling up? And then you trying to hand money and shit. And you see, she done introduced you to, yo, this is Anthony. And you trying to hand out money, talking
no.
about,
Yeah.
yeah, like, come on, man. Dirty Mackin. You hear me? That's the definition of dirty Mackin.
I know she wouldn't have took that motherfucking money. I'd have been like, man, you better grab that shit, man. Yeah.
No, I understand why, because I've told you, Dead President is one of my favorite movies. We did this, we did our list.
Right.
And like one of the things that I loved about Anthony was the fact that this dude, he didn't go see his kids, he didn't go see Juanita, none of that shit until he got a job first.
Right.
And I thought that was something that some people wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people would probably be like, man, you got a daughter, you ain't seen it, you need to go see your daughter. And he was like, no, I'm gonna wait till I get a job, till I start getting a little bit of money in my pocket before I go see my daughter. So I thought that was something that was really cool. And for the first time that he go see Juanita, and this dude pop up trying to hand out money with a fucking lollipop in his mouth, talking about, oh, I tried to come through. Oh yeah, I forgot it's Thursday. You got this on Thursday. It's like, why the fuck you know my girl and my daughter's schedule? Like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying?
This is the thing though. He can't be mad at nobody but himself because first and
Yes.
foremost, when he was there, when he was overseas, he wasn't writing them. You know what I'm saying? He obviously didn't show that, you know what I'm saying, he was worried about him. So shit, she got to do what she got to do. She's a single mom out here at this point. You know what I'm saying? Cuddy pull up goddamn money, helping her out. Shit, she got to make it happen. She got a baby.
I mean, I hear that, but I think it was more of a pride thing for Anthony of like, if she would have took the money, he would have been like, yo, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, sometimes the pride make you do stupid shit, like not accept free money.
I mean,
because ain't no way. Nigga, I ain't got no money. And then this nigga just handing you money? Yeah, you gonna cut me 25% of that.
Okay, so
I call that respect fee.
All right, so let me ask you this then. So the next time we see Cuddy, Cuddy's coming out of the apartment. Well, it just showed him walking down the hallway, and you knew the apartment was, you know, Anthony coming up with the groceries. Well, it ain't even really groceries. He just lost his job, and my man gave him all the meat that was there, or whatever. So he's walking up. He look at the apartment like, yo, you coming out of Juanita's apartment. And so, you know, they had a conversation, and it didn't go well. And so Cuddy fucking hit my man. He done fell down the steps, put the gun in his mouth, told him to open his mouth, suck it, nigga. And said, don't bite the hand that feeds you up on this piece. Like, all right. Are you still taking that free money?
At that point, no, you can't take the free money. He done already. That's an egregious act. So no, you can't take the free money. If he was smart, what he would have did was he would have let Cuddy go on by and not wasted Cuddy's time. Because first and foremost, nigga, you just got fired.
I mean, this is true.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, don't be stupid. And then then the thing that pissed me off is he went in there and got tough with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
It made you suck the gun. He's in the military. Fuck out of here, man.
Well, that's why he said he wasn't scared, even though there was some tears coming down his face. He was like, yo, like that's supposed to scare me. Like, you know what I'm saying, that's all I've been around, you know, all the type shit. But yeah, I hate the way, but when I say this, I'm not promoting domestic violence. I would never promote that.
Right.
But, oh man, I shouldn't say it like that. I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't belittle a person who is trying their best. Like, Juanita, she did talk to him reckless. I'm not saying what he did was right.
She deserved every right to talk to that nigga reckless. Nigga, you was overseas for I don't know how long. She ain't know if this nigga was alive. She ain't know if this nigga was dead. She ain't know nothing what was going on about this nigga. This nigga ain't talked to her for years. And then you just come back and think everything's supposed to go back to the way it's supposed to be? No, nigga.
I hear you. I'm talking about the more of like when she's like when she was saying they had an argument, right? When she was pregnant. And he was feeding his daughter, and she was like, you need to stop spoiling her like this. He was like, we need more spoiled babies, all this type of shit or whatever. And then something about will. She was like, you need to will yourself a better job. You know, it's like, yo, like my man is trying out here.
She's mad, man.
But I understand. But this is the thing though, and I think a lot of people don't realize this about the military, and especially the people that came back from the Vietnam War. Like, he left right after high school.
Yeah.
He got no skills. He has no trade. Right. All he knows how to do is fucking kill. You know what I'm saying? So when he came back, there's no job for him to really make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
so
high school, man.
He was what?
They were still doing night school in the 70s, bro. He could have went to a trade at night or some shit.
Man, nah. Man. See, now I think
I never felt bad for Anthony, bro.
See, I did.
No.
I felt the way Juanita would talk to him when he was out here fucking trying. It was just
What?
like, yes, he was.
He could have went to go work for Kirby to make some fucking money.
Man, he did. Remember, Kirby told him he stopped running numbers. Remember?
Man, he could
He
have did
said
all
because the cop.
that
He said,
he could have went to go work for Cuddy then.
"Yo, this man is telling my man to go work for a pimp and a drug dealer." Man, listen, man. Anthony was trying to be on the right track, man.
Man, fuck that right track shit, man. You broke.
That's not funny. Listen, man. He was,
Get paid out here.
man, nah. See,
You gotta get paid, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do to feed your family. Nobody got time for that.
Man, I understand all that, man. But I do also understand this dude was trying to be on the right track, man. He really was.
And
And
you see what he ended up doing in the end, right? What he ended up doing in the end.
yeah, he tried to pull a robbery, you know what I'm saying?
If he would have just got a job with Cuddy selling drugs, he'd still be out here on the streets.
Man, this guy right here. Listen.
Cuddy wasn't in jail. Cowboy wasn't in jail.
We don't know what happened to Cuddy.
Shit. I know Cuddy was cool.
Cuddy was cool. And Clifton Powell killed that shit.
Mm-hmm.
He killed that shit. Like, he is like, would you say he's the king of small roles?
I wouldn't,
or at least up there.
Nah, I wouldn't say he's the king, but I would say you could put him on the Mount Rushmore because to me, if I think about it, I probably could find maybe like 2 or 3 other actors that I would say, or maybe 2. I wouldn't say 3, maybe 2 other actors that just as far as small roles go, like, and then especially when they get in the small role and like making them stand out, that you know what I'm saying, like they definitely do their thing. For instance, like to me, I would put a guy like Don Cheadle. You know what I'm saying? Don Cheadle, when he gets
Oh
small,
no, man. Don Cheadle can't be the one. Don Cheadle got Traitor. Don
but
Cheadle
no,
got
like
Traffic.
I'm just talking about small roles. I ain't even talking about stuff that they because Clifton Powell has actually starred in films too. They just haven't been as big as maybe some others. But he's been the star of films. I'm saying like just as far as small roles go. It's a bunch of people that I know that's in small roles, or maybe like Wood Harris. Wood Harris is somebody that you know what I'm
Yes.
saying. You could put him in this. He's been in small roles.
Well, obviously Loretta Devine. I mean, we done.
Yeah, that's to me. She's on that Mount Rushmore for sure. Everything she's in is, if it's a small role, she's taking it over anyway because she's so good at what she does. But I feel like Clifton Powell is the same way. That's why I say a Mount Rushmore because he has his, like, for instance, with Friday, like he stands out in Friday. Like
Next Friday.
Yeah,
next Friday after next. Yeah. I know what you're saying.
But like he stands out. And then not only that, like with him being in drama and him, you know what I'm saying, being in all these other movies beforehand, him being in a comedy role and standing out the way that he does. Like when you see Clifton Powell, a lot of people are going to notice him as Pinky. They're not going to notice him as Cuddy unless they're a certain age. They may not even notice him from Ray. You know what I'm saying? Like certain stuff that he's in, they may not notice him, but Friday, those movies for sure, they're going to know who he is. And because he did such a great job in that, and then not only that, he was actually funny. Like that's another thing. You don't get it. You don't see a lot of people playing in comedy roles and they're actually funny. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's such a small part the way he had it. You know what I'm saying? Like the funniest part to me, the funniest thing that he's ever done in Friday is when he in the car in the pink limousine and they pulling up to the record store and he like, slow down hitting them corners, nigga. You almost made me spill my yak. That shit is the funniest thing in the world. And it's not nothing, it ain't nothing crazy, it ain't nothing big. You don't even see him. It's just his voice. But it's so funny to me because it's like the role when you finally see who the nigga is, you like, oh yeah, that fit who this nigga is. You know what I'm saying? So he did a great job, you know, in that. And I definitely would say Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, like I love the lead up of Pinky. You know what I'm saying? Because you like so Day like, yeah, you know, so I work at Pinky Record Store, whatever, all this type of shit. So him and Roach and Craig in the back after they just ran in to Tawana and all of them. So they go in and they sitting there smoking. And then they said, cause Craig was like, man, what a bathroom at? He was like, man, it's right over there. And then he threw the lighter at him. And he hit him with the lighter. He talking to Roach. He said, look, we gotta find a way to get this money by tomorrow. And Roach said, huh? He was like, huh? You gotta find a way to get this money by tomorrow. Yeah. He said, man, you can sell your car. He said, man, I can do what? He said, you can sell your Beamer. Sell your mama's car. Man, they ain't about to sell my car for this, man. And then you see, good, make one move. I blow your goddamn head smooth off. Now back up. Yo, you want to talk about comedy?
Bro, that's
comedy, bro.
Scenes in cinema history, bro.
Yo,
say it a motherfucking again.
Hey, yo, and what made it so funny? He's like, motherfucker trying to rob me. We'll show you how we do it in pinkish, nigga. Where's Day and Roach? Shut the fuck up. Oh, you asked him a question, and then when you gotta answer the question, you get mad,
bro.
He's like, yo, he's like, you ain't got no gun, but what a weed at? Man, I ain't got no. Say another motherfucking word, and this shit is over. It's like, yo, what do you do? Okay, I love asking you these questions because you have the funniest answers. You in that situation, you Craig. Dude got a gun in your head, and he's asking you questions, and every time you answer the question, he go ballistic and say he gonna kill you. What are you doing?
At that point, you gotta argue with the nigga, man, because it's like, goddamn, you want me to answer this motherfucker or no? Like, if I don't, you're gonna kill me. If I do say something, you're gonna kill me, nigga. What do you want me to do? Make your fucking mind up.
Oh my god. Hey, but yo, Ice Cube, and we don't get Ice Cube enough credit, yo.
Nah, we definitely.
When Ice Cube stand there, first of all, I need to know if I can ever interview Ice Cube. I know a lot of people mad at him right now because he sat with Tucker Carlson.
Nah, man.
But I gotta ask. Listen, I gotta ask him, how many takes did that shit take?
Oh my gosh.
Because you standing there with your mouth open and not laughing. I need to know.
Right.
Because that shit, yo, that's one of the most slept on, funniest fucking scenes of all time, yo. Absolutely. That shit is funny. And then the last time when he was like trying to rob me. I'll show you how we doing in pinkies, nigga. And then that mother shook over them damn CDs and failed. And Craig jumped on.
Hey, bro, that Jerry curl, nigga. That Jerry curl is classic.
Classic with the sunglasses. And the pink cowboy boots.
Oh, come on, man.
No. But the all time. Mom said, Day, is this your cousin? He was like, yeah, good. Did you fired? He said, Roach, you fired too. What you buy me for a ticket? Shut the fuck up.
Hey, man, that's funny to the motherfucker, bro.
I was like, yo, that shit is so funny. And then Craig standing there, he don't know what to do. He just snatched the gun out of his hand. He was so amazed of like, I got a gun on you. And you fired you fired Day and Roach. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? While I got the gun in my hand and you was crying.
Bro, he snatched the gun back. Like, get my motherfucking gun, nigga.
Hey, I'm talking about Pinky
bro. Hilarious, fucking hilarious. Hey, I'm gonna tell you another role, man, that I forgot that he was in. We did this movie a while back, bro, but he was Shireen's brother in House Party.
Yes, he was. He was on the
Remember?
phone. Yeah, he was on the phone when Sydney showed up.
Yep, bro. I'm
Yep.
like, man, this nigga really was in some shit. That nigga was the drug dealer in Rock. What else was he in? He was in.
He was in Rush Hour.
Yeah,
Remember when Chris
Chinese
Tucker
white.
walked in there? He walked in there and he was like, so he's sitting there talking to him, and then Jackie Chan walk in. He put it, what little girl, little Chinese girl, what little Chinese girl. And he was like, look, man. He said, look, I'm gonna see my mama's on Sunday. See that? But it was he just jacked him up real quick because Jackie Chan walked in there. It's just like Clifton Powell, man. He just showed up in just so many fucking movies, man, all throughout the years, man. It's just like, but we got to talk about his role in Rado because
Mm-hmm.
he started out as just, what I'm saying, basically the bus driver. You know what I'm saying? Had a conversation with Ray one day, yo, how do you walk around without a stick and all this type of shit? So that's how they kind of started their bond. And then Ray went on his own. He became Ray's driver and basically like caretaker on the road and all this type of shit. And he tried to keep Ray on the right track. And Ray was out here smashing all the girls.
Yeah.
But he ended up.
No, it's hard to believe, man. This nigga was really feeling risks just to see if they was chunky or not. That's crazy to me.
That's all he would do because there's no way you could tell if a motherfucking girl is pretty by grabbing her arm.
No, not pretty. He was, he was going after the ones that was skinny. He ain't want the fat ones. That's what that was. They just didn't want to say it in the movie, nigga. They ain't had shit to do with whether they was pretty or not. Because at that point, that's irrelevant.
Yo.
You can't see her, no way. You could definitely feel her, but you can't see her. So she could look like Wesley Snipes at that point. It wouldn't have made a difference.
Oh my God.
Risk.
My man said Wesley Snipes. Yo.
I'm just keeping it real, man. We don't talk about that enough, about that part of the movie.
Yeah, we don't.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody say that. They're like, oh, he just how you find out they pretty? I'm like, fam, the pretty part is the least of his worries. He just want to know how much she weigh. You know what I'm saying?
But he did it. But he did it in such a like
smooth ass way.
Yeah, he did the shit real smooth.
Mm-hmm.
He really did.
What's even crazier?
Oh shit!
Forgive me for this. This nigga was sticking himself with a needle doing heroin, bro.
Yo, come on, man. Come on, Scoots. Why are you laughing, man? Stop laughing, man.
I can't, bro. I can't, man. Cause listen, bro. Let me tell you something.
Oh my God.
You gotta get your vein when you're doing that shit, right? So you gotta remember, he tying himself up, he smacking his vein, doing all that, getting the vein. But this nigga was literally sticking himself with the needle without feeling for the vein.
And you ain't feeling for the vein, man.
He didn't do it in the movie, bro. He didn't do it in the movie. That was the one thing that me I watched. I was like, how the fuck is doing drugs blind, bro? Like, I don't believe this. There's no way it happened like that. He had to feel for his vein. Because, nigga, come on, bro. The first time he had to stick himself like 7 times. Had to.
And then I wonder, okay, I ain't going down that road.
I'm just saying, listen, he was literally cooking it himself, putting it in the needle, all that. He was doing all that blind. Come on, bro.
That yes, this is true. This is very true.
I don't.
But yeah,
all she had to do was break all the needles.
He would have been able to get somebody. He would have been able to send somebody to get him some needles. He would have said.
I'm not gonna lie. I am appalled at the fact that you are not as appalled as I am. That they literally had this blind man doing drugs in this movie, bro, the wrong way.
Hey, I'm just saying, Jeff would have went and got it, man. But he ended up getting fired by Ray because he ended up stealing money from him. Which, I mean,
He's blind.
yeah, but then like during those times, first of all, a lot of musicians was getting fucked around these times,
Absolutely.
and
Not one of them for real.
and I don't know if Jeff felt. I mean, because you got to think, Jeff was doing a majority of the fucking work. Like, dude, you can't see. Like, yeah, you are the not songwriter, but you know what I'm trying to say. You coming up with the songs, you're the talent, you getting all the women, all this shit. But I'm the one who's booking the rooms for you. I'm the one that's driving you around. I'm the one that's basically really getting the girls for you. I'm the one, like, I'm keeping secrets from your wife from you. I'm the one that's, you
That's
know what I'm
not the
saying?
hard part is not keep it. I work for him. I don't work for her. So
I mean, this is true. This is true. But like, to end up skimming from him and stealing from him when the whole reason he left the first band in the first place is because they were shorting him. Like, I mean, I don't know
man,
why he felt he couldn't go to Ray and ask for more money. You know what I mean? But
and he blind. You don't have to ask for nothing. He can't see. It's not that. Listen, that's not a hard decision. If he can't see nothing, and especially around that time, because
we're not doing this.
I'm saying you can't cross too many blind people. In that time, yeah, nigga, I'm stealing from you. The fuck? What you gonna do? Can't fight me.
Oh my god.
And if you do,
Man.
your ass, ain't nothing you can do about it. I could beat you into getting hired again.
Yo. Okay.
He can't use the phone.
That's Scoops Bronson.
Absolutely. I'm just saying, man. You're not about to sit here and act like you can't take advantage of a fucking blind nigga in 1950.
Okay. I'm not saying that you can't. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying this shit ain't right.
I never said it was right. I'm just saying, like, it was a lot of shit going on that wasn't right. Like, niggas were still able to beat their wives in 1950 and not go to jail.
I mean, this is very true. This is very true.
Didn't even have bank accounts to like the late 70s. So, or maybe even the 80s. So yeah, nah, I don't give a fuck about moral codes in the 50s. I'm just saying, man.
Hey.
Moral code. I'm just saying, bro. It's just some shit that makes sense. Like, fuck out of here, Ray Charles. And you think I'm not gonna steal from this rich motherfucker? You can't see nothing. Yeah, I'm taking all the.
Oh my god!
Hey, fuck with me. That
this
nigga
dude
up to pay bills.
Yo, boy, this dude is wild, boy. This motherfucker don't give a fuck about no moral codes.
Yeah, man. Niggas out here racist. Nigga, you think I give a fuck about some morals, man? If you don't give me this money. Shit. Okay.
Oh man.
Oh,
that's what's
goodness.
up.
But nah, man. This
what, are we?
What else we got, man?
Are we doing a top 3?
Yeah, we definitely doing the top 3. Before we do that, though, I do want to shout him out for one more movie, man.
Okay.
He was an FBI agent in the movie 3 Ninjas, and that was every kid's favorite karate movie in the 90s. My favorite one is the second 3 Ninjas, but definitely though 3 Ninjas, man. Rocky, Tum Tum, and Colt. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was an FBI agent in that movie, bro. And even though he wasn't really like super into the, you know what I'm saying, like in the movie for real, but just the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he was in there, I thought was dope because that was a huge movie in the 90s for sure. It was huge enough to have, I think, 3 movies altogether because I don't think they ever had a 4th movie. But yeah, 3 Ninjas was a huge franchise. He played a cop in Martin. He was in The Heat of the Night. He was in Thea, Rock, the South Central TV show. I'm trying to think of some other things that people may know. He played in Murder She Wrote for 2 years. He was the tribal chief in the California video, California Love. You know what I'm saying? He was also the voice of Big Smoke in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas as well. So just to let you know, like this dude really has a lot of work that he's done since the 80s. Like this dude is really in Hollywood for real. Like he's been working for a long time. He has, you know what I'm saying, some major projects under his belt. I just wanted to shout a few of those out before we jump into it and do our top 3. So we go ahead, jump into that. I'm gonna let you go first, man. What you got?
I mean, it's pretty easy, man. So I'm gonna run through them, but it's a few other movies he was in that I wanted to mention to add to what you were saying.
Go
But
ahead.
man, for me, it's easy though. I mean, next Friday, Dead Presidents, and Menace to Society. I mean, it's that simple for me.
Okay.
But obviously, you know what he did in Ray. We spoke about Ray, but like he was in Foolish. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? A dope movie, a
Mm-hmm.
very underrated movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Master P, motherfucking Eddie Griffin, very
AJ
very funny movie. AJ Johnson's in that bad boy. But also he was in
What's the
oh
movie?
man,
What's the movie with the white boy? The Burbs or something like that? Or the Bug or something like that? He was the gangbanger because dude beat him up or stole his chain or some shit like that on accident. And he was looking for the white boy that was raised. He was adopted by the black
uh,
family.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Hey,
I
that
don't
shit
think
was
I've seen
fun.
that one.
Like the Bug or the Burbs or something like that. That shit was funny as fuck, bro.
Yeah, but he was in Never Die Alone, man, which is probably, you know, one of those movies that's up there for DMX. It's a very slept on movie though. Very, very slept on movie.
Yeah.
But he was in Bones, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? He was in obviously Friday After Next.
Yeah.
Like he got like I mentioned real briefly, he was in Rush Hour, he was in Why Do Fools Fall in Love, Caught Up, Deep Cover. Like he's
Mhm.
been in some bangers, man. And he might not have been the main guy,
Right.
but you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? He made his way and he got into these films. So
Mhm.
gotta shout him out for that. But man, for me, man, I know it's cliche, I know it's easy, but I'm going with next Friday, Dead Presidents and motherfucking Menace to Society.
For sure, man. So of course my it's in no order. But I'm going Dead Presidents, for sure. I'm also going next Friday because iconic when he was doing Pinky. And my third is not a movie, it's a TV show. He was in a Jamie Foxx show and he played this African prince named Mozzie. He was trying to marry Fancy, bro. That shit was the funniest fucking episode of the Jamie Foxx show to date. That shit was fucking comedy, bro. Um, he did a great job at that too. Cause first and foremost, like I said, bro, whenever you see somebody that doesn't do comedy and they're doing comedy, but they can still make it funny. Not only was he playing a comedic role, because of course it's the Jamie Foxx show, but he's also playing a different character because he's supposed to be an African prince. So he got to do the accent, he got to do like all that shit. And he really did his fucking thing in that. Like he really brought the funny in that episode, man. And you know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite Jamie Foxx episodes. So yeah, Dead Presidents next Friday and the episode of Jamie Foxx show when he was the Prince Mozzie.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
All
Took
right,
it
man.
back to the Jamie Foxx show.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. We about to get into the coming soon.
Let's do it.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
All right, man. So excuse me. This next episode that we're gonna cover, man, we're covering is this a doc or a movie? It's called Serial.
No, we about to be we finally about to get to do the final episode drop today.
Oh, so you want to do that on next?
Yeah, man. I will. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Excuse me, my fault. We are covering the Apple TV exclusive, The Crowded Room. Now we were supposed to do this a couple.
But like, yeah, a couple weeks ago, but the show wasn't on.
Yeah, it wasn't on yet. So now that the final episode is out, we finally can watch the final episode, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. So if you guys haven't seen The Crowded Room, you can binge all 10 episodes. This is your time to get to it. You got all weekend to do it, plus Monday. So get into it, get ready. This is gonna be one for the ages. I'm talking about this show is immaculate. I mean, Tom Holland, hey man, I know this nigga been Spider-Man for the longest. And he had a couple other roles that just wasn't, you know what I'm saying, like catching. But this one, he showed his ass. You know what I'm saying? He really did a hell of a job in this. Um, so listen, tune in to us next episode. We're gonna bring you The Crowded Room starring Tom Holland. Apple TV exclusive. So if you guys got Apple TV, if you got the app or if you got the box or whatever you call it, go ahead, get on there, watch it ASAP, get it out the way. It's only 10 episodes. That way you guys can follow along with us. And until then, man, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Listen, if you guys enjoy the roles of Clifton Powell, if you think Pinky is his greatest role, or if you got another role that he played, you know what I'm saying, that you think is better, hit us up. Let us know on the socials, Instagram and Twitter, at View and Non-Pod. You can catch us on Facebook, VA Pod Watch Group. You can catch us also on Twitter with the community where we talk about movies and TV all day. And not only that, you can hit us up by following us, the podcast first and foremost. And you can also subscribe to the podcast. $2.99 a month. Not only do you get the regular episodes, but you also get extra episodes on top of that. And we got a few in the tuck already, so make sure you get in there. Make sure you hit us up and let us know that you subscribe so we can shout you out. And if you'd like to follow me, you can hit me up on Twitter at Scoots Bronson. I have a link tree in my bio, and you can follow me everywhere else there.
Yep, and y'all can find me at s.foster8 on Instagram and on Twitter at 28 minutes or less pod. That's just on IG. Follow the podcast 28 minutes or less on all major platforms. Still rocking with the Midget Molly episode. Looking into some things. Looking to bring y'all some new material. So be on the lookout. But that's all I got, man.
All right, man. So listen, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. It is greatly appreciated. And thank you guys for watching as well. And remember, you can only watch us on Spotify. So if you have Spotify, look up Viewers Anonymous. You can find us there. And once again, without you guys, there could be no us. Thank you so much for all your support. But until the next episode, that's a wrap.
Cut.
I'm gonna give you one more time. And you through.